Coach, I want to go back to last summer real quick. How did it feel to be inducted in the Berks County Football Hall of Fame?
Oh, and any Hall of Fame that you get that honors you by your peers, from your peers, is great. I was just really appreciative of this is my 45th year coaching, so not so much in Berks County, but in other states and in Lancaster County. But it was really an honor, and especially Coach Moyer, nominated me, and I was working with him a little bit, so it was real special.
And you gave one of the best speeches. You talked about some things that your former players had told you. It was a pretty emotional speech. What does high school football mean to you?
It means a very, very lot. That's why I got back into being a head coach. Being an assistant's great. It's easy being an assistant, but being a head coach is tough. So I just like working with the kids, seeing them progress. I know we're building the program back up here at Schuylkill Valley, so it might take a year or two or three or whatever, but I like to see the kids and work them in the weight room, see them in the off season, being on the field, calling plays, interacting with the other coaches and other teams is great. And I know a lot fortunately I've been in this business long enough to know a lot of coaches around the area and in the state.
Have you noticed a difference with how the kids react to you from year one to year two? Or they're more comfortable with how you're running things?
Yeah, I think when first we did our spring practice, and one of the first things the kids said is, we call a play in the huddle, and they come out and line up and run it, and I go, that's pretty good. And you go, Coach, this is really easy because now we know the offense. We're just adding a few other wrinkles to it. So they come out and they run the play, and they're lining up correctly. And I'm going, okay. They said this is so much easier from 1 to 2. And I said, you make in a building program, you make the biggest jumps from year 1 to year 2, especially with the amount of starters that we have coming back.
What did you think of the offense against Twin Valley in week 1?
Well, we moved the ball up and down the field. The problem is we had 100 yards in penalties, a couple mistakes, a couple misformations, and we turned the ball over 5 times, 3 times in the red zone. And you can't, that's 2-3 scores for us, or that's 2-3 scores less for them. So you can't win football games like that. That's what we're trying to impress our kids with. That we got these things we have to clean up, and that's what you do between weeks 1 and 2. We're more organized now today in practice, yesterday in practice, of different formations, get kids out where they belong. I think they were a little bit confused, except for for the younger kids. But I think we'll be okay down the road.
And who are some of the players that people around the county may not know about that you think could have a big season for you?
Well, Dominic Joffrey, the running back, Cooper Hodendale, the running back. Of course, Michael Goad and Kobe Krills. But Dylan Lackner's come on as a great wide receiver. He has probably the best hands in the team. Caught 5 or 6 passes last week. Luke Spots. Sorry, Kyle graduated last week. Luke Spots is good, and Luke Spots and Dimitri Altros are 2 sophomore tight ends that are big and can run. They're very athletic. They play basketball, so they're going to help us out. I think Luke caught like 6 passes for almost 100 yards last week. So those type of kids are helping us out. Sabo, Mateo, our offensive line, Chris Davila, Theo Wysocki, those guys, Paul Engelman, they're up front. Those kids that came back last year.
Obviously, you're really familiar with football in Lancaster County. What do you think about the Berks Football League emerging with the LL League?
When I found out about that, and that was one of the reasons. Now, I don't want to say 50%, but it's one of the reasons I took the job here, knowing that a year from, right now, a year later, we'd have to get through last season playing bigger schools in Section 2 of the Berks League. But I was one of the ones first on board, because knowing that we're down in Section 5, it's parity, playing schools that were similar to us, and everybody has a chance to win. That's the nice thing about it.
What's it going to be like when your team faces Lancaster Catholic for you?
That's 9 weeks away. I'm not worried about Lancaster Catholic. I'm worried about Upper Perkiomen right now. But Chris and I have talked. We're good friends. Chris Mariano down at Lancaster Catholic, and he was on my staff when I was down there. But it's going to be fun. I think we'll have a great crowd here, and hopefully it's for the section championship. We have a lot of things can happen between now and week 10. But staying healthy and winning some football games and trying to compete in the section. But that's going to be special, and it's here. And it's here.
What do you think about Upper Perk coming up this Friday?
They got pretty beat up with Boyertown, being 61-0, but that's no indication of the quality of football team they can be. They're up front. Their 4 defensive linemen really come off the football, so our offensive line has to come and play. I think we can move the football up and down the field on them, but the problem is these kids got to know how to win. They have to know how to finish. Get inside the red zone and punch it in for some scores. And if we can keep doing that and play solid defense stopping the run, we had a little trouble last week against Twin Valley stopping the run because they're running at power and they beat us up front a little bit, wore us down into the fourth quarter. I think we'll be all right.
Well, good luck this week and the rest of the season.
Thank you.